This is a fourth stimulus check, stimulus program, and news update. Finally, we have some movement with the infrastructure negotiations. The price has gone down to $1 trillion. I'll get more into that. Also, there's been a few $1,000 stimulus checks approved. I'll get more into that later on as well. First, heart inflammation following COVID-19 vaccine in teens is being investigated. So among male teenagers, there's been reports of chest pains, heart hurting, and it's actually called myocarditis, which is inflammation of the heart. In the US, there's been 14 cases of that recently. And then in Israel, they report links between rare cases of heart inflammation and COVID-19 vaccination in young men. Israel has had over 60 cases so far with this. And Israel is also pro-vaccination. They're actually one of the most vaccinated countries in the world. So I'm not sure if maybe the vaccine has reached its youngest age limit. I'm not sure about that. They're still investigating. I'll keep you updated if anything new comes about that. Also, let's talk about the big news here. Biden's new $1 trillion infrastructure offer reportedly swaps in 15% minimum corporate tax for tax hike. So Biden finally went down to $1 trillion from $1.7 trillion. So the gap is actually very small now between $968 billion with the Republicans, $1 trillion with the Democrats. Here's a video clip explaining more of what's happening.
White House and Republicans right now are essentially playing mix and match. Which revenue raisers should be combined with which spending measures in order to get that bipartisan support. Now, the latest White House offer pairs a corporate minimum tax with roughly $1 trillion in infrastructure spending. Now, this would be a 15% tax on the book income of corporations with profits of $2 billion or more. The administration estimates about 120 companies a year currently meet that threshold, and it says a significant portion of them either pay zero income tax or actually receive a refund. But top Senate Republican Mitch McConnell said yesterday that anything that raises taxes should be off the table.
Once you get into this tax increase area, you're going to create an enormous amount of controversy. So I don't think that's going to appeal to members of my party, and I think it'll be a hard sell to the Democrats.
Now, meanwhile, the White House is quick to point out that a minimum tax is an attempt to find common ground with Republicans, and it's not giving up on a corporate rate of 28%.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What the president believes is, one, that corporations can afford to pay a little bit more. And that's a way that we can pay for a range of the bold proposals that he has put forward.
Now, we are not expecting a major breakthrough when the president speaks with Senator Capito again today. But guys, at least they're still talking.
President Biden and Senator Capito are meeting again today to talk more about the infrastructure package, which for the first time, I'll admit it seems like there might actually be a package going on. But according to this, Biden can't quit infrastructure talks and progressives are losing their minds. So for a while, progressives such as Bernie Sanders, Pramila Jayapal, as well as other Democrats are saying, skip the infrastructure talks, we need to just pass it through reconciliation. But for the first time, it might actually pass with Republican support. Today's the big meeting and the deadline is going to happen June 7th. So it might actually happen over this weekend before the Monday deadline. Also, Senator Joe Manchin signals that he's not ready to buck Republicans on key issues, meaning that he is not willing to go through reconciliation, and it looks like that he doesn't want the taxes to be changed. Here is Senator Manchin talking more about what he's willing to do in regards to infrastructure.
We need to do something in a bipartisan way. We can't continue on these types of projects because we were able to bring everything to fruition working through a bipartisan way. The Republicans didn't get everything they wanted the last time, as you recall. And basically, we're not going to get everything, but we can move forward. And the president has that desire and the urgency to get something big done.
I mean, the president did try to move a bit on the issue of infrastructure. He came down to roughly $1 trillion. He also said that there could be a 15% corporate minimum tax coming off of what he proposed before on the corporate tax, which you have been concerned about. But I guess my question is, to you, these negotiations have been going on for quite some time. Is this sufficient amount of negotiations right now that you're saying, okay, if they don't get a deal, it's time for Democrats to move on their own?
My friend, this is the United States Senate, the most deliberate body in the world, and it was by design. And these take time. You just can't. I know everyone's in a hurry right now. If anyone understands the process, it's President Joe Biden with 36 years of experience or more here. He understands it and gets it well. I hope his staff understands it also, what we're trying to do. We've got to bring our country together. We can't continue to split and go further apart. We just can't do that. And we've got to work together, and that takes a lot of time and energy and patience.
Now that the Democrats have gone down to $1 trillion, do you think a bipartisan deal is actually going to happen? To me, it seems like it's getting closer. It might or might not happen. The tax issue may be a big issue. Moving on, let's talk about the $10,200 tax refund. So I got a few comments. Tommy O said yesterday, I received my tax refund from the IRS this morning for the unemployment insurance taxes last year up to $10,200. So he got around $1,000. So basically what this tax refund is, I know a few of you have asked if you qualify for it. Basically you had to have done unemployment or collected unemployment in 2020 and you're getting a tax refund on that. So basically if you received around $10,200 in unemployment, you could get 10% back, which is around $1,000. So Tommy O got around $1,000. RM75 said got tax refund this morning. So it looks like more of these tax refunds are starting to trickle in. According to this article over here, there's a way you could check to see how much your unemployment tax refund will be, but there's still no way to track when it's coming. Some people are saying that they were able to track it through the Get My Refund tool, kind of like the Get My Payment tool or Where's My Refund tool on the IRS website. But if you have an IRS login, you could actually go to your tax records, get the transcript, and you could see how much you're owed. But that still doesn't answer the big question of when. You could calculate it simply by knowing how much unemployment you got last year, and then you just get 10% of that. So I'll keep you updated when the IRS finally makes that big announcement of when these checks are actually coming. And local leaders are building pressure on Biden to cancel student loans. So more and more people are pressuring President Biden to cancel student loans. 50,000, 10,000 seems to be out of the range right now in terms of Democrats and other leaders pressing Biden. But this is what was recently said. Student debt is a contradiction in terms. Students should not have to accrue debt to be educated, and education should be a public good. The student debt crisis hits communities of color, women, and low-income families hardest, both in the district and across the United States. Also, Elizabeth Warren said President Biden has the authority to cancel student debt all on his own with one stroke of the pen, and by canceling $50,000 of debt for tens of millions, he closed the black-white wealth gap for student loan borrowers by nearly 25 percentage points. So there's still more pressure, but it seems that President Biden is still silent on this issue in terms of student loan debt forgiveness. And there has been several different $1,000 stimulus checks going out to various towns, cities. So basically, this is coming from the $350 billion that came from the third stimulus check package that's going to states and local governments, and they're using this money to give back to the community. So for example, Ohio bill would give police officers and first responders $1,000 pandemic bonus. So this is just happened 2 days ago. And then in Florida, there's actually Governor Ron DeSantis officially announces $1,000 bonus for first responders. And then also there is another one. Florida's Ron DeSantis giving teachers $1,000 bonuses upon return to the classroom. So we're going to start to see a lot more of these type of bonuses. It may not be a broad stimulus check, but it could be for certain groups of people. For example, applications available for Cherokee citizens to apply for $2,000 in direct assistance. So this is another stimulus check, but I guess you have to be part of the Cherokee Nation to get that. And basically it's saying that it is planned to use a portion of the funds to provide $2,000 checks. It's going to be split into two $1,000 payments throughout the next few months. So there's that. And then in regards to a fourth stimulus check, so will Congress respond to the call for monthly $2,000 payments? At this point, it seems not the case. Congress is still focused on the infrastructure package. A lot of people are pushing for $2,000 monthly checks, but at this point, it seems the fourth stimulus check, as well as all of the other stimulus programs, are just on the back burner right now, waiting for this infrastructure package to pass. hopefully there's a deal made with the infrastructure, and then we could get to all this. In terms of support for the $2,000 a month fourth stimulus check, the petition is at 2,311,000 signatures so far. Seems to be more and more every day. A lot of people are in support of this, but it's just not moving as fast as most people want. And that is all the stimulus news I have for you today. To hopefully cheer you up a bit, here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, my name is Bella. This is the tip of the day. If you make a mistake, then it's okay. You learn from your mistake, it makes you a better person. So it's okay. It's okay. We still love you. We like you a lot. Bye.
If you appreciate all the time, energy, and effort that went into making this video, hit the like button down below and subscribe for more videos like this. I like to get straight to the point in a no fluff format and give you the news exactly what's coming out, show you the articles, show you the proof, show you the video clips so you know exactly what's going on and I'm not making up anything. So if you want to check out any more of my other videos, you could click this link down over here or this link up here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.